A guide to exporting to African countries like Kenya, Uganda and Niger, helping you comply with export and import requirements. The governments of Kenya, Uganda and Niger have introduced a Conformity Assessment Programme, CAP, to ensure the quality and safety of products imported into the country. All regulated products that are now shipped to Kenya, Uganda and Niger are subject to certification and must be accompanied with a Certificate of Conformity. In order to help your products clear customs in these countries, all exporters need to comply with the requirements of the CAP. Failure to comply with the CAP requirements will result in severe delays of the consignment, leading to penalties or even the failure of your shipments to clear customs. The authorities in Kenya, Uganda and Niger may take random samples from imported consignments to verify the compliance of the goods being shipped. Your goods will not clear customs without a Certificate of Conformity. Intertek Government and Trade Services is authorised to issue these certificates to exporters. The Certificate of Conformity confirms that your products comply with all the relevant required Kenyan, Ugandan and Niger technical regulations and national, regional or international standards. Overview of the routes to export. There are 3 primary routes available to you to gain this mandatory certification to aid your shipments in officially clearing Kenya, Uganda and Niger customs. Route A is recommended for occasional exporters. No registration, testing and inspection, Certificate of Conformity. Route B is recommended for frequent exporters. Product registration, inspection and random testing, Certificate of Conformity. Route C is recommended for frequent and volume manufacturers. Product licensing, license review and random inspection, Certificate of Conformity. Our exporter guidelines available at www.intertek.com/government provides a comprehensive guide to all the steps required to achieve compliance, including the routes to export and how to obtain a Certificate of Conformity. So how do you apply for Certificate of Conformity? Let us look at each of the main steps that are involved in obtaining a Certificate of Conformity. In order to obtain a Certificate of Conformity for your shipment, you should first complete and submit a Request for Certification form and demonstrate compliance to the applicable standard, and also enclose a copy of the pro forma invoice, final invoice, and any other applicable shipping documents. Test documents can normally be provided by the manufacturer of the goods. If test documents are not available, Intertek can help with the testing of products and issuing of appropriate test documentation. The Request for Certification form is available for download at www.intertek.com/government/product-conformity/exports/Kenya or www.intertek.com/government/product-conformity/exports-to-Uganda or www.intertek.com/government/product-conformity/exports/Niger, or can be obtained by contacting your local Intertek country office. A list of local country offices is available from these websites, or you can simply contact Intertek by phone. Let us look at the Request for Certification RFC form. The form looks more challenging than it is. Please note that it is likely that you may not need to complete the entire form, just those sections that we will now highlight. If you have missing information, don't worry. Send the form through to your local Intertek country office and they can help you. The same form can be used for different countries, so please ensure that you indicate the country that you wish to export to. You will need to complete the sections for the exporter and importer details, pro forma invoice, and contract and mode of payment. Mode of payment is about how you wish to pay Intertek for the certification processing. Depending on the option selected, you may be required to complete a credit application form available from Intertek. It is essential that you complete the section on the location of the goods in full. The next section covers the documents attached to this application. Please select all items that are appropriate. As a minimum, you need to ensure that you attach the pro forma invoice, final invoice from the supplier, copies of the product testing reports, and a copy of the Statement for Registration, SFR, or license, and any other applicable shipping documents. It is essential that you fully complete the declaration section at the footer of the form and agree to the terms and conditions of our shipment certification. Alternatively, exporters can choose to sign Service Level Agreement, SLA, to avoid the signing of RFC per shipment. Your request cannot be processed without it being fully completed. The list of products for certification should be completed on the RFC list of products template embedded in the RFC form. You can fill in the list product by product, providing the relevant information, or simply state as per the invoice, as long as you have attached a copy of the importer's pro forma invoice, final invoice for the goods. Once the form has been completed, when you have completed the form, send it into your local Intertek country office. A list of Intertek country offices is available for download at www.intertek.com/government. When we receive your paperwork, we can process it, and providing everything is in order, we will make an appointment to inspect the goods being shipped within 4 working days. After the goods have been inspected, barring any issues being found, your Certificate of Conformity will then be issued within 3 working days. Once you receive your Certificate of Conformity, you can proceed with shipping your goods to the destined countries. If you are unsure about any aspect of the export process or how to apply for a Certificate of Conformity, please do not hesitate to contact Intertek Government and Trade Services for guidance, or visit our website.